Yo, what's Gucci? You too. We are super live in the building. You dig what I'm saying? Pat Brady, you dig what I'm saying? Marvelous Blunts in the building. Tori in the building. We are back. You dig what I'm saying? If you haven't already, man, subscribe to Marvelous Blunts. ASAP Rocky, so you can get some more videos like these that y'all haven't seen in a minute, which are Marvel review shows. I mean, I think the last Marvel show that was out was Miss Marvel. I mean, I think no, that was
Secret,
She-Hulk.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Secret
Yeah.
Invasion. I mean, I think as a collective, we were just in the group chat, just like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. So, we really didn't review that one, but we're here to review Loki because Loki was a show that we all collectively, I feel like, was rocking with. You dig what I'm saying? But we are here with Variant One and Torian, apparently. What's good, y'all?
What's going on?
Yeah, big variant. Big
Hey,
variant.
Hey man, I can dig it, man. Man, we can get right into it, man. I definitely Loki, man, is very, very interesting, man. Very, very different from last season. It's a lot of big differences from last season. Like, I mean, like mega, if you really want to be real with it. But we're gonna go right into kind of first, we're gonna give a little bit of the first episode a little light. So Torian, what did you think about the first episode of Loki?
I like that it pretty much picked up right where the first season left off. Like, Loki, he's now in a different timeline after what happened at the end of the first season, and now he's trying to like find a way to get back. Like, he thinks he's in one place, but he's really not, because he's seeing the same people, but they don't know who he is. Now we also get introduced to this thing. I think it's called time skipping. Is it called time skipping?
Yeah, time skipping.
Time skipping, yeah.
Time skipping, where he's like literally like I would say unconsciously moving between different time points. Like, it's not like he's able to do it on his own. It just happens. I'm assuming it's probably happening when there's something else going on in another timeline, and it's like he's going between the past and the present. And he's constantly going back and forth between the past and the present. And it's like he has to do something in the past that's affecting the present at the same time. So I thought that was interesting. He's coming back and he's telling them, who the major threat is. He's coming back to tell them about He Who Remains. They try to pretend like they don't know who he is, but I think they definitely know who he is. He's basically trying to tell them, like, this is the person that built the TVA. It's not like it just sprung up. It was actually built by him. I like that he actually had pruned the wall. Like, he had to be at one point in time, and then had to come back to another point in time to prune the wall to show that the Kang, I guess you could say, mural,
like a mural,
like behind the wall. And he was saying that this is who is responsible for building the TVA, and this is why everything is happening the way it is right now. We see that the timeline is literally way beyond that red line. Like, they are literally at a critical point right now. Man. They don't know how they're going. They don't know how they're going to bring those timelines back.
That could be figuratively or literally, because that's what I took from that. A lot of that.
Yeah,
that could be a literal thing with Marvel. They're literally at a critical point.
And they basically have to try to figure out if they can actually fix that. But I don't want to go too much further, because then that kind of segues into episode 2. Then we finally found out where Sylvie is. She's all the way in 1982. I forgot what town she's
Oklahoma.
She's in Oklahoma. She's in Oklahoma, and she basically lands in front of a McDonald's. And it's so crazy because, like, it's like looking at that, I was like, even though I wasn't born at that time, I wasn't around during that time, but that's how the McDonald's employees dressed back then. Like, that's crazy how that was. And it's crazy too, because apparently that's when McDonald's food was actually more fresh. Like, people actually wanted to go to McDonald's back then because the food was actually more fresh, of course, way more opposed to what it is now, which is more processed. So I thought that was very interesting as well. But I'm sure, like, it's some other things in there. I can't remember. Like, it's so much stuff that happened in this first episode, but I'm gonna just leave it right there for now.
Hey, shout out to Torian. Shout out to Torian with the glasses too, because definitely.
Right.
I I definitely am rocking with that with Glasses Game. Tone, what was your thoughts on episode 1? How you feel about that?
So I just watched episodes today, and episode 1, like my initial reaction to it was, oh, we back. This gave me big old school vibes, like old school Marvel type vibes, like he was back. I'm not gonna rehash a lot of what Torian said, but I found it interesting. A couple points interesting. That initially they showed that there was an infinite number of timelines, and they kept referring to the timeline as what our current timeline, as we all know, is the sacred timeline. But if you look in the episode, when they're looking at the screen, there's actually like it says Earth 616 on it, and that's how you identify the timelines. Remember, I used to say that. I used to say that
Facts.
all the time. Like that's the main. That's our like our universe, our actual universe. And I found that a little interesting, little nerd nuggets or whatever. Um, I liked Owen Wilson. I thought Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston's chemistry is like crazy good. Like
Yep.
anytime they on
I told
screen
you,
it was
my
just.
boy, and not to cut you off, Tone.
Nah,
Like
you good? Nah, no, please.
I told him, Torian, in season 1, I was like, bruh, Owen Wilson, that nigga for real. He just be cool and like he getting into his acting bag.
Mm-hmm. I fuck with Owen Wilson a lot.
Look at Coons.
Hey
man, this news crazy, man.
I ain't gonna hold you, Coons. You can't come on, man. That's like wow. I didn't. I was
man.
actually eating some curry, yo, and I was dry smacking. I was just never like this, all up on the screen, like you watching.
That's what I said. Coons like Shang-Chi, so he.
I knew y'all was gonna bring that up.
No, they don't know too, because it's just to make him realize. Shang-Chi means nothing in the MC right now. He was a nothing movie. That movie meant absolutely nothing to anything. They don't even speak of his name anymore.
No bitches at all. Like,
nothing. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now you good, bro. I thought the time slip rules. I thought they could have did a little better with the explanation because it seems like we get some retcon of how time travel works a little bit, and I kind of didn't understand. So I'm about to go back and watch that part just to make sure I know how the rules are. I thought the introduction of OB was lit. The actor that played whoever that dude is funny. I feel like his character is like that glue character. He plays well off of Owen and Loki and all them as well. And the scene where they was going, I think is that episode 2? That might be episode 2. When they was talking to him and they was like in the past and the present at the same time.
Episode one.
Episode 1. Okay. That was sweet to see. It was cool to see how they did that. How they made them be in both the past and the present. Wow. Simultaneously giving information as to how to move forward with the plot and how to make these things so that they can go fix the timeline. The last 20 minutes of the episode when they went to go actually see the physical timeline, I thought that was very well done. Lots of colors, great music, great score. It looked good. I definitely thought that I keep forgetting what's this Mobius. I definitely thought Mobius was about to die.
You want to say Mobius like shit?
Yeah, I want to say Mobius. I thought Mobius was about to die. I'm not going to cap. Like that whole scene was dry tough. I liked everything about it. That was definitely big budget. That's why I want to see more of that. The timeline, it kind of looks like a broken mop, like a split in the mop or some shit. But still cool to look at nonetheless. And overall, episode 1, yeah, definitely. I definitely rock with it. Definitely a solid, strong start to it. And one last thing, I found that their use of the word time. I don't know if it's just me or the tree or what. They used the word time at least 100 times in that movie in the episode. And I was like, God damn, Mark, is this like a double meaning? Like, I get it. Y'all need time to fix what y'all broke. I get it. I understand. It's like a hit me or something. Like I said, we need time. We need time. Like Kevin Feige saying, I need time. You know what I'm saying? I need time to come up with something. I need time, guys. Like he's trying to tell us he needs time. It's like, all right, bro, I get it. I don't know if it was
get deep into it. Hey, if that's
I don't know if it was just me, bro. That's all I kept hearing over and over again in the first episode. But yeah, overall though, solid. If I had scored 9, easy.
Okay.
No. Definitely brought me back to the light. Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm definitely back with that. I mean, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Marvel's Blunts. We definitely going up right now. Tone all up on the screen all wild. I'm a little smiggity. But man, those were just great reviews. From what y'all said, just my little summary was I gave my review. I definitely feel like Marvel is back. I feel like they definitely putting the budget went to this. You feel what I'm saying? This definitely a whole different type of even how the camera work is. Like you can tell it's way cleaner. They definitely putting the budget into this. I rock what they trying to do. I feel like they putting a little bit more acting into it now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like it's Marvel, but I feel like I'm watching something else too. You feel what I'm saying? When I'm watching them, like every actor is bringing it. Every last one, B-15. You know what I'm saying? Like again, she's like. I feel like she's way better than last.
Shall B-15. I agree with that. Shall B-15.
She's way better than last year. I think one of the general, she's on Game of Thrones and shit like that. So that was like, like
Torian, she from the Red Wedding jump, right? She's what's the name of her? I think that's John's mother. Is it John's mother?
Cool. Please don't spoil anything. I have not seen.
Oh wait! Oh shit! Okay. I'm sorry.
That's why I was like, I don't think I should say anything because I don't know how far.
I wanted to confirm. But okay. My bad. Sorry.
Torian. Scott, listen. Before we go to Loki episode 2, on Marvelous Blunts, I have not seen all the Game of Thrones yet. I will let y'all know in the group chat when I finish it. Until then,
hold on. What season are you on?
I'm on
about 4, right?
3. I've just been taking my time with it. It's just like soaking it in. Like it's a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then like I'm playing 2K, so I'm just like, bro, I'll be at Game of Thrones. I'll be like, I'm like, say your grace when you speak to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm your king. That's how I be on 2K. Like I really it gets in my head. That's why I can't watch stuff like that because like that and Sons of Anarchy, I be like ready just go off the edge. I fuck with that.
I got 2 follow-up questions before you go back to Loki. For Game of Thrones, right? What are you eating while you watch it? And who is your favorite character so far? Are you eating anything special when you watch it?
Nah, most of the time I'm just really smack. I'm real smack. I'm super duper smack. But one time I know the last time was kind of weird when I really watched it. I was watching this movie called Trick or Treat. It's a Halloween movie.
I've seen that.
So it's my first time watching the giant shit. I'm like, dog, they killing kids on this motherfucker. And then I was like, nah, I gotta watch some Game of Thrones. I need to see something else. And then I just been watching Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is really lit though. Like it really is though. Like my favorite character though, honestly. Oh man, I don't like none of these motherfuckers because I don't know. All these motherfuckers stupid. You feel me? I'm just like, all they needed back then was a gun and everything could have been. No, I like Terry. I like Tyrion though. I like
Tyrion's a fan favorite.
Tyrion Lannister.
He's the like just to see he was just heartbroken, bro. When what's his name? When he did that whole attack or whatever with the little gas bomb, and his father just was like, yeah, all right. They try to his sister try to kill him in the field, bro. That's crazy.
I know
Cersei is the worst.
She put out a hit low key. They have to really focus. She's like, we gonna die anyway. That means she thought they was gonna die. We gonna die anyway. So let me just put a hit on bruh. He woke up like, bro, I'm in a dungeon. And my father, his father said, do you really think I would really let you get that island? He's like disrespectful. I'm like, I wish he was taller, but that's but Game of Thrones, y'all definitely hit me to that. But let's go right into.
But hold up, there's one last thing that I want to mention on episode 1. We pretty much got left on a cliffhanger because we don't know who pruned Loki for him to get back. So that's a mystery.
I forgot about that.
That's a mystery. That's a mystery right now. So we don't know who pruned Loki. A lot of people assume that it's Sylvie, but it's not her. So we don't know.
Did he prune himself? I thought that was the plan.
I think it's him.
You think Loki pruned himself?
I think he pruned himself. Another version of himself pruned himself.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened. That's what I thought they said was what happened.
And the dude OB, his name is Ouroboros, right? And that's like a thing that like chases his tail, right? Like it eats his tail, right? That's what it is.
That's it's like a never ending. Ouroboros is like another word for a world serpent in North
Yeah,
mythology.
and that's and that's and that and no, I did not get this from myself. I got it from screen because they were just talking about it. It was like like the Ouroboros thing is like in the circle, like
Yeah.
all this shit is like in the fucking circle, bro. Like all this, that's why it's fucking my mind up right now. So I'm just like, bro, when he went from the past, then he was in the present, and then he was telling OB stuff in the past, and then OB was remembering it. He was like, it was like to his mind in the future. Like that's how it's supposed to be. Like I really did rock with that. I did like all that time splitting stuff like that. So no, definitely episode 1. I gave it a lighters up. You feel me? So episode 2, we definitely gonna get in episode 2, man. So episode 2 came out Friday. We are definitely back. I feel like this episode was definitely. I'm gonna be real with you. I really like this episode, to be honest with you. I really
did too. Like they gave a lot even more in episode 2.
Who wanted to get some McDonald's when McDonald's? I was like, dang, I want some McDonald's.
I just had McDonald's the fucking night before and shit. That shit was crazy. French fries be on point.
I like how they set it up to look like the McDonald's like back then. I don't know how they were able to do it, or if I don't know if they built one, because you can actually just build a set and just have it look like that. But either way, I like how they designed it to look just like the McDonald's back in the early 80s.
They had the old colors and everything.
But Torian, that's how I really fuck with you, because you just said that like about that, because that is like, I feel like that's really a key to McDonald's. Like if you really know McDonald's, even though I wasn't born in the 80s, but it's all the stuff that was in there. I remember when McDonald's was actually like a play place. You feel me? Like you could go play and stuff. Like people used to have their birthdays at McDonald's. No lie. McDonald's used to have like a birthday meal, like a menu for your birthdays. Torian, you so real, bro, because I was like that. I used to actually be excited for people to have their birthdays at McDonald's. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially at when I went to this school called Oyster, they used to most people are your 5th birthday or your birthday. We walked up the street and they had the whole it was a McDonald's birthday menu, literally. So I
remember the little birthday coupons they used to send out in the mail and shit for your birthday or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The jobs they used to send out.
Oh my god, Ronald.
The little playground shit they used to have. I don't know if they have anymore. I never see the playgrounds.
Playground.
Anymore. Did y'all? I never got into them. Never got into them. I didn't know how to get in.
I did. I definitely did. And they used to have the game. You used to be able to play the games in there too when they had demos too. But I agree. I definitely agree. I really did like that. So this episode, if we really go over for real, it started off kind of weird. They were looking for X5, you know what I'm saying? I think X5 was a good character, but the beginning was kind of confusing to what they were really doing. I didn't really get what they were doing at the beginning.
It was in the 70s.
Yeah, the 70s.
You can look at the tell by the way they were dressed and the music that this was definitely the 70s.
I really like that scene because I think X5 was like really like not trying to roll though. He was like, all right, y'all. Like,
he became famous. He became a movie star. Like he didn't want to go. He was famous. He went into a point that he enjoyed and he didn't want to get pulled out of it. But they knew they had to get him out of it because he plays a huge part in the regular timeline, and they needed him there, but he didn't want to leave. So this is like where you really start to get your first piece of true action from Loki. Like he's using his powers, like he uses power to knock him. He knocked him all the way to the bottom of them stairs. He didn't even tumble down and say he just shot right down all the stairs.
I think we all got that in our notes. He finally got to use his powers. I got that shit written down right here. I'm like, thank you, because I thought where's the powers at?
I thought what was dope too was that Loki was able to use his shadows. The shadow figures to hold X5 to the wall. I thought that was dope, and he used his manipulative powers as well. He used like a good, and the thing is, that's not even a chunk of what Loki can do, as we've already seen him throughout the years. He can do way more. He was just teasing you, like, with what he was doing here. So I thought that was dope. He, of course, made multiple copies of himself. He even confused Mobius because Mobius thought he was talking to the real him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm over here."
You saw the Tom Cruise run too. They had him with the Tom Cruise.
I understand that.
They was taking flight on.
I was mad at that. I got Loki can't teleport. Like, what is this? Like, Loki's not gonna teleport.
They just had to show him. They just had to show that he was off the leash. They like he's off the leash. He's off the leash now.
I got finally used some magic. Damn it! Like, come on, man. Like, this is the God of Mischief. Right? Come on now, show some powers.
And that was so. And it's funny you say that too. So I don't want to jump ahead, but when we kind of get a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm gonna remember what you just said. What you said. I'm finally glad they showed us because you're the God of mischief.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. There's nothing that's running like these times. Like
they catch X5, right? They catch X5, and X5 is like they capture him. They're like, bro, you got to shut this down because he knows where Sylvie is, and basically they need to get to Sylvie to get the information, let her know like, hey, I'm time slipping, like shit not going right. We got to fix some shit up. So they take him to the TVA. Now, I think that this was probably one of the strongest scenes. I think with Owen Wilson when they went to the TVA when he finally went off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because exactly. Like Mobius, like he was. It's almost like this could have been the beginning of a villain arc for him. Like, and I like the acting for everybody involved in that scene was really good because the actor who played X5 did a very good job of getting inside their head and kind of playing a mind game with them. And that goes back, and that's why it goes back to what Tone was just saying when he was saying, come on, Loki, you're the God of mischief, because that's what X5 was telling him. He said, don't go around trying to be the hero and the good guy because you're not. You never were. You're the God of mischief. Stop trying to be the hero.
He's going in.
And then that's when Loki was like kind of like getting in his face and like stepping to him. And at first I thought Loki was going to do something right there, but he still kind of held back. But he said, I will reveal myself if it comes to that. But what shocked me was when Mobius got in his face and was ready to throw them hands. Because he got in his head.
No, it definitely. Tone, what did you think about that? Like that scene? Did you feel like did you expect Mobius to respond like that? Like,
no, it caught me by surprise. I agree, and definitely caught me by surprise. I didn't expect that him to smack that dude like that. Like I ain't see that coming.
I agree, man.
I thought Loki was going to end him. To be honest with you, I was like, he must get a switch on this dude. By the punish him.
And the thing is, even when they played, like I thought they were playing kind of good cop, bad cop, but it's kind of crazy. Good cop, like Mobius, like he really like don't want to know, like he really don't care. Like it's like he don't care about like wanting to know about the outside life no more. Like that shit got to him. I think that he's like, damn, we really got snatched from our lives. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I've been trapped down here and removed from my life, and Loki is they're great. They have a great friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like he really fussed with Mobius. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even when they got that machine or whatever, he like started tricking X5 and interrogating him or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's like Loki had to remind X5 that I'm still a villain.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, like he, right there too.
Yeah, like he was shrinking him, and like he was shrinking him in, and I thought that was dope because I was like, yes. That's the God of mischief right there, because that's something Loki would do.
Yeah.
And that's still light work compared to what he could do. But he said at that moment, this is what I'm going to do. And it worked because he was able to literally squeeze out of him where Sylvie was.
Information.
Literally.
And he was like, he just kept on, bro, like, bro thought he was gonna be solid. He was like, nah. When that little thing started getting smaller, he was like, nah, bro, you gonna fold. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fold. You're gonna definitely fold.
Especially since his main mission is to want to go back to that timeline that they just pulled him out from.
Correct. So, and they hit him with the okie doke. So everybody seen him hitting with the okie doke. They got the interrogation. They got the information of where Sylvie was at. They go. Now I'm gonna tell you this, man. The fact that Loki likes himself is out of this world, but when he came in there and saw Sylvie getting that moment, I'm just like, dang, man, that's his boo, man. I'm like, dang, he was just like, what's up? She just like trying to carry my man. He like, it's me. Like it's me. Like it's me again. You feel me? And how y'all feel just to see them back in did you feel like their chemistry going crazy? Like, cause I feel like it went crazy.
I can tell that Sylvie was like kind of shocked to see him there because she wasn't expecting to find for Loki to find her, because again, there's so many timelines. So who knows where she could have went, and she probably was shocked like, you actually found me. And she left and she went on her little break, and her and Loki was outside having a conversation. And it was also at this moment where X5 and Mobius was sitting down inside of the McDonald's, and Mobius was eating and everything like that. And then that's when Mobius was questioning. He's like, is this a setup? He's like, is this really a setup? Because you seem real tense right now. At first you was real cocky. Your ego was really high, but now you're real tense and you're kind of shaky. You're like, what is really about to happen? He's like, because now it's like he may not be trying to get back to the timeline he's on just because he wants to get back to the fame. He's probably trying to get back there because something might happen if he does not get back there. Man. And then that's when they come back outside and was like, look, we got to get back to the TVA because something is going on. And then I like how Sylvie used her powers to switch out of her uniform and go right into her Loki attire while still wearing the jacket. Of course, she didn't take the jacket, but she kept the jacket, but had the Loki uniform on. And I don't think they went back to the TVA. They went to the location where the general was at, and that's when we find out they were pruning a whole bunch of timelines. Like they were pruning them timelines like crazy. And then when you look at the TVA, all the timelines were shrinking. I thought that was crazy to see all those timelines literally shrink and fade into obscurity. I said, well, looks like we up out of here.
To be back over what Torian just said, I don't know if I peeped, but I was kind of trying to count the timelines that were left over. Other than the secret timeline, I saw four branches left over. So I don't know if I peeped that, but I was looking at that. That was pretty crazy to see. Like I said, the bottom of the timeline.
That definitely was the highlight. Said was Sylvie, you know what I'm saying? Like she low key don't even want to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? She like, look, I didn't do what I had to do. I changed everything, but she doesn't really know she ruined everything. And they show what OB again. He's like, dog, like we got to get out of here for the TVA literally just disappears. Like this TVA disappears everything. So with the timeline just being destroyed and just watching them in that room, watching all them people just basically like
die.
Basically. Yeah, like they basically their timeline disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking crazy. Like, how did we get here from Loki season 1?
And I like how they had to go to that warehouse where all of those machines were at, and Sylvie and Loki had to like link up and use their powers to destroy that, and stop them from destroying whatever timelines have not been touched. So I thought that was very interesting as well. And then that's when they leave from there, and then they go back to the TVA, and then that's when you see most of the timelines, with the exception of the sacred timelines and a few other timelines, were gone. Like they pretty much were dead. And it's crazy because it's like you saw all of them like literally branching out, like at the end of the first season and in the first episode, and now you literally see them shrinking. Like you literally see it on the screen, like shrinking down to nothing.
Could that be a metaphor for Marvel saying, "Hey man, you know what? This is not."
You're talking to Kevin Feige, Tony.
Could that be a metaphor? I'm just saying, bro. I probably was even more smacked.
It'd be a coincidence.
I had my third eye open, bro. I was like, "Hey, what if Feige is like this is a metaphor for him saying, you know what? This idea is not going to work. So scrap this timeline. This idea is not going to work. Scrap this timeline. Like Daredevil was getting reshoots or whatever." Maybe that's Daredevil's timeline getting scraped. Maybe that's a metaphor for that.
Yeah, because they said Daredevil. They was like, they took that straight. They literally shooting that and said, "Nah, this ain't that."
Yeah, no reshoots.
They said they got rid of the writers and the director.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, bro. I said, y'all literally start from scratch.
This ain't that.
So I'm just saying metaphors everywhere. I'm just saying that be stopped.
And you know what's so crazy? We got all of this going on, with Loki on this episode. And we still haven't seen Victor Timely yet.
Well,
so it's great. I mean, we know he's coming. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he shows up in episode 4. So we've got like another week before we see him.
I was definitely going to ask what's our prediction for him, because now I think with the momentum they got, like I thought episode 1 did a great job of getting the momentum back, carrying it. Episode 2, I want to say it kind of stalled a little bit, just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. But now it'll be a great time to move forward to get to whatever everyone wants to see, the next Kang iteration. Because that's what we're all waiting for. To see how
And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he's only in 2 episodes this season.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think he's
I'm
only in
fine with
2
it.
episodes.
I'm fine with it. As
Me
long
too.
as
I think, you know, just with this second episode, you know, I saw online like a lot of people weren't really liking it or whatever. I'm just like, it slowed down. Like, bro, like we have to still understand what's going on here. You feel what I'm saying? Like we still don't know what the TVA is, and I think they're trying to go into that. We still have to see Miss Minutes. I'm very curious to see Miss Minutes because she's supposed to be on her job and she working with the ops. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we need to figure out why she's working with the ops and what she's gaining from working from the ops. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I think they said in the episode with He Who Remains, now that he's gone, it has like a glitch with her. As long as he was alive, she's alive. But now that he's gone, she's gone. Like they're connected. And we still haven't seen but you know what? One good thing did come out of
What's that?
the timelines being taken away. They were able to locate Renslayer.
Well, who is Renslayer again?
Because they were trying to find.
Is that the judge last season?
Yeah, the judge. Yeah,
the judge.
She was like. I guess you could say like she was like the president or something like that.
Okay,
or the overseer.
I ain't gonna lie, I
kind
of remember that was.
Yeah, but remember when she left last season and she just disappeared. We don't know where she went. But the thing is, she just kind of disappeared on one of the timelines. But because there's so many, you didn't know where she ended up at. And remember, they got the Tempad. You know, the Tempad. So by them, I said one good thing that came out of all of those timelines being destroyed is now they have located where she's at. So I think that's going to be very interesting because I want to know into her backstory and how she's connected to He Who Remains, because I know there's a connection there. What
if that's his wife, the one that he always?
They say in the comics that ends up being his thing. So, I honestly think that the next episode we see, this is my early prediction. Let me just go ahead and say this. What is y'all, that pretty much was the synopsis of episode 2. You know what I'm saying? Like they just pruned some timelines. We're still trying. It's a lot of questions.
It's an understatement.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions that have to be answered very, very soon. What would y'all give this episode? What would y'all rate it?
I give it a 9.
Let me see. I had my rating.
I definitely gave it a 9.5. So I gave it a lighters up on my end. So big lighters up for Loki.
I gave it an 8.5.
Episode 2. Okay, 8.5. Lighters up. Okay,
I just felt it kind of stalled a little bit. That's all. Just a little bit.
It was parts, but not. That's why I'm like. That's what it stopped me for giving it a 10. You feel me? But what? Either one of y'all can go. What is a prediction or anything you may think that may happen in the next episode 3?
They're gonna go after Renslayer now that they know her location.
Just you think it's gonna be her episode? This Renslayer.
I think I'm not gonna say it's necessarily her episode, not like say a filler where it's just her, but I think she's gonna be a focal point. Where they're going to go and try to find her because she plays a part. They need to find her.
I think a major character is going to die. I didn't get a chance to say this, but I thought that what's his name? Not B15, but the other one,
X5.
X5. I thought he was like a useless character. That's why I gave the score like an 8.5. Because I feel like he was funny with it. I thought he was just like a minute to an end, but I thought it could do something else with his. I thought he had like too many scenes. Scenes was too long. If that makes sense. Like his scenes, his interaction was kind of too long, and they could have used some more time to, with Risley or something. But I think, like Tori said, this might be Risley a light episode. I hope it's not a filler, and I think we might get some mention of Kane, because he like if they showing her, she obviously has to be with Kane, so we can.
Or I wonder if this is the episode, and this is another prediction right here, and I will kick myself if I'm right about this. I wonder if this is going to be the episode that's going to end off with what we saw in the post-credit scenes of Quantumania. Because that scene is in the show. When Mobius and Loki are sitting there and they're watching a show and they open up the curtain and you see Victor Timely, one of his variants.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's him. And then it cuts off. That's the post-credit scene in Quantumania. Yeah. I wonder if this episode is going to end off with that.
That could be something. I definitely agree with y'all. I think Renslayer is going to be that. This going to be her episode. Like I agree with Tom. I just hope it's not a filler episode. I hope it moves the story forward. You feel what I'm saying? Like Torian said too. Like they're going to find her. Like this is the story moving forward. With Victor Tomley, I don't think he's going to be a bad guy. I don't think this is going to be a bad Kang, a variated Kang. I think he might end up helping them more than hurt them, but you never know with Kang. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what He Who Remains really was doing. This might have been his whole plot the whole time to just get them to do this the whole time. But I am excited to see it next week. So we definitely going to tune in. We definitely going to we're going to discuss in the group chat. I know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? I really do hope this is going to be very, very good. I mean, and as before we go, I know anybody had anything else to say about Loki episode 2 before we go to a quick blunt talk before we go.
I thought Loki was overall is doing good though.
Like, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Ditto. I'm excited to really see where it goes and just let y'all know the schedule. So for the next 2 episodes, we won't do live, but 5 and 6. The last 2 episodes we will do live. I'm gonna be out of town at the end of October, so
all right, cool.
The last 2 episodes, 5 and 6, we will do live. So I'm very excited about that. Like I said, Loki is going great so far, but this is a quick blunt talk before we go, man. Actually, this is. I mean, y'all seen the tickets out. Y'all seen it's going up. The Marvels is coming November 10th. They are pushing it. I'm actually seeing ads of it. I can't even lie. Like they put the budget into this, man.
They actually, I don't know if you saw it, but it was one little ad they posted recently. I think it was today or yesterday. And this could be a good thing or a bad thing. The good thing about it is a lot of the ads that they're showing are showing some of the same clips, so they're not showing anything new.
They're not showing the movie.
So they're not showing the movie. So they're showing a lot of the stuff that we saw in the first 2 trailers, which could be a good thing. The bad thing is that, they could show the same stuff over and over again because the other stuff could be very mid. But it was something that they showed in the latest one. I don't know if y'all saw it because I didn't post it in the chat, where it's like a 30-second little ad, and at the end of the ad, you hear, I don't know if it was Monica or Carol, has said, "I have a friend that's coming," and all of a sudden you see this beam of light shoot out somewhere, and something is flying through the beam, and it lands, but it cuts off as soon as it lands, and it's this big beam of light. It almost looks like the Bifrost, but it's not the Bifrost, because it's not a rainbow color. It's
don't
like a
big Victoria, but like, look at the trailer.
It's like a big light beam. I said, if this movie does what I think they're going to do with what I think that, or with who I think that is, they will have pulled one of the biggest mind-blowing things to probably bring up a mid movie to a slightly above mid. If y'all want to throw out a prediction of what who I think that is.
I mean, I'm waiting.
If y'all want to throw out a prediction of who
I haven't seen it, so I'm asking.
Listen,
so I can look for that.
I want to hear the person.
I think from what you describing, could it be Silver Surfer?
But, nah. I doubt it's Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Hold on. Right.
Is it a spoiler? Hold on.
It's not a spoiler because it doesn't show.
Is it somebody already introduced, or is it somebody totally new?
Hold on.
Is it Shang-Chi?
No. Shang-Chi? Yo, nah. How the fuck was Shang-Chi?
Hold on, y'all. Can I share the screen?
Go to.
All right, hold on.
Maybe Adam Warlock. Maybe.
Hold on. Let me see.
Why would it be Warlock though? Nah, man.
All right, I'm about to
Let me see.
Let me see something here. Sorry.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm about to play it for y'all right now.
We can't do this alone. We need Captain Marvel.
You took everything from me, and now I'm returning the favor.
That's not good news.
She's targeting every planet we call home.
We have to stop her. Together. Higher, further, faster.
The Marvels.
I called a friend.
Rated PG-13.
Oh, gotta be Thor, right? Is it
Hold
Thor?
up. Who is that, bruh? Go back a little bit.
It was a Bifrost bridge.
Further, faster.
It was a Bifrost
The Marvels.
I called a friend.
Rated PG.
I don't see the landing of a person, but
If
it looks
I'm
like
running-
the back.
I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna like slow it down a little bit.
Mm.
Go to playback speed.
Niggas, that rocket? Fuck.
Hold on.
Rocket. Whose ship is that?
See, hold on. Did you see that? Look, you see right there, that big beam of light. That's someone coming through because the other
That
part
might
of
be
the light is
Silver
real thin.
Surfer, Torian. That look like
This
Silver
dude was
Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
And then it lands right, and you can see it right there. It's like kind of a little bit dark spot
Yeah,
right there where my
but
cursor is at.
It looks like the Bifrost bridge is using it.
Is
Like
it
using
Loki?
Bifrost. Loki? Loki is a friend? Huh?
Who?
Yeah.
But whose friend is she? Kamala's or
That's what
Carol?
I'm trying to figure out. I don't know who said it. I'm trying to see if I can match out the voice. Let me play it back.
Okay.
Let me see if I can match out the voice.
The Marvels.
I called a friend.
That was Kamala.
Huh?
That's
That was
Kamala.
Kamala. That was Kamala.
Yeah. So
So she got friends?
But who did Kamala know? And, all right, bro.
Like I said, it's a mystery. When I saw that, I was like, who is that?
That's Nick Fury.
But coming through on a beam like that, I doubt it.
If it's gonna be Nick Fury. It's gonna be Nick Fury. He coming on the beam. Yeah, Torian. I'm not even trying to be funny. Tone just figured it out just right there. When I really thought about it, when you really think about it, it's gonna be him coming up from space at the end of Secret Invasion.
Because he got a sword. He got the sword, and I'm pretty sure he know how to he can teleport from.
But if I hope it's look, y'all. Torian, I hope it's somebody amazing. I hope it's
no, that's what I said. If it's who I said, if it is, it's like I want to say who it is, but I don't want to be wrong, you know. But if it is who I think it is, it's going to be a character that I've been wanting to see on the big screen for such a long. Yes, it would be a new character.
Is it Rogue? You think it's Rogue?
Can you?
No,
I don't think it's an X-Men.
No, nah.
Hold on. Now I want to guess. Is it cosmic? Is it a cosmic person? What is the person?
I guess you could say that. It's
a cosmic person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it
not Adam Warlock because
it wouldn't be Adam Warlock.
He's with the Guardians.
I don't think it's anybody connected to the Guardians.
Could it be Nova? I was gonna say Nova, but Nova, Nova.
No, I was looking through the comments and everything. I think somebody had guessed Nova in the comments when I was looking at the comments, but I don't think it's even Nova.
It's cosmic. Somebody we ain't seen before.
Think about the title. Of the movie.
It can't be Captain Marvel, right? Well, that'd be stupid.
No, because Marvel is
dead.
Is dead.
All right. The Marvels.
If y'all can't guess it, I'll just throw out my prediction.
Just throw it out there, bro. Like you might as well.
It's not.
My prediction is Blue Marvel.
Blue Marvel?
Because Blue Marvel and Monica are actually connected. And think about it. He has Marvel in his name, and he's a cosmic character.
In the Marvels, yes.
Yeah, and it would make the most sense. That's why I said if it's who I think it is, I might actually lose it. But like I said, it's just a prediction. But we won't know until we actually see it. And I know why they did that. They did that because they know Marvel think they slick because they know that this movie got a lot of bad press. So they said, we're gonna throw this little last part in here so people can want to see who it is.
If it is him, he will get that. I even
heard some people throw out Valkyrie, but I don't know. That one's kind of like iffy to me. Why would Valkyrie? Like,
why would she get there? How would she get there?
The Bifrost.
I don't think she
right. Because Thor has Stormbreaker, and Stormbreaker can open the Bifrost.
Yeah.
So
What's
and she
Thor?
doesn't. She definitely doesn't have it, and she's
She doesn't have it. Yeah,
and they're
so-
not and they're not with each other. So the only way
Yeah.
she would get there is if she was with Thor, and Thor
Yeah,
is not.
why-
Is
well,
no.
but why
he's-
would Valkyrie even be
he's not
there?
on New As. He's not on New Asgard.
We will discuss this as we get closer to it. We will discuss this more. But are we going to see Captain Marvel the weekend it comes out?
Yeah, I'm there, man. I'm down. Captain
I'll check it out.
Marvel.
It's
I
going to
haven't seen
be.
it.
They said this is the shortest MCU
That's what I'm
movie
saying. So
coming
if
in
they
under
throw
2 hours.
If they throw in that new character, he probably get like 5 minutes on screen, bro. 7 minutes on screen.
And the thing is
bro.
that, and you know what? I want hopefully this
at
movie
the end of the movie, bro.
and hopefully this movie like jumps right into the action, because it's like we don't need a backstory. We already got the backstory on Carol Danvers. We got the backstory on Miss Marvel because she had her own show.
That's a good point.
We got a backstory on Monica Rambeau. She had a whole episode dedicated to her in WandaVision. We saw how she got her powers. We saw how all of them got their powers. So let's just jump right on into it. And by the way, I kept forgetting to mention this. The actress who is playing the villain in the Marvels is Tom Hiddleston's wife.
Oh my God! Hey, Torian, why you just say what I'm about to say, bro? Why you just say that's Loki's girl? Loki flew his girl, and he said, "Look, I'm gonna just stay at this job." Loki is somebody who gets this shit. He said, "Look, y'all can be all. I want to do other movies so everybody can know me for something else." He's like, "Nah, bro." He tried that. It didn't work.
Like I'm gonna get it for sure. He's like, I'm gonna get a for sure check. With this role of Loki, I'm gonna play this thing until I can't.
He's
play
like
it no
Iron,
more.
bro. He's like the Tony Stark of the MCU right now, as far as like just staying.
Mm-hmm.
He's consistent. He's an executive producer on the show now. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens when you just stay around and just.
Yeah,
get
that's
the
usually what
check.
happens when you're the lead of a lot of stuff too. Like they'll
Mm-hmm.
give you that executive producer role, or they'll offer it to you, and you'll usually get it. And by
That's
the
why
way,
Tony Stark and all of them, they're bruh. You
and
are
by the way-
Iron Man. We don't care about you being anything else. I promise you, like every time I see Robert Downey Jr., I want
and
you
by
to
the
feel
way, Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson were both in Kong Skull Island.
and see how that worked out. He was like, you know what? I'm not good at regular acting. So when they call me, I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna do the shit out of this job so I can keep getting the raise, he got his own show from being a villain in the first Avengers. So that is here or there. But all I
We
can
love
say,
Loki.
we definitely rock with Loki, man. Super lives up for Loki, man.
Hold on, when is the finale of Loki? When is the season finale of Loki?
Right before
the Marvels come out.
The Marvels comes out. Yeah.
Okay. That's why I was asking. I said that's the typical Marvel formula for you. They said when one ends, we're gonna run you right into the next one. And here's the crazy part. This is the crazy part. After the Marvels, the next movie is Deadpool 3. That's crazy. That's going to be
2027, Tori. We don't have to worry about that one.
They said we still locked in for that May that May date. They said we ain't moving. We in our budget.
Well, it'd be nice if that movie goes up. They have to go up with that movie, or I'm gonna have to actually fight Ryan Reynolds or somebody. Kevin Feige,
don't forget, man. Blame it on Feige if it don't work, bro.
Hashtag we started that here.
That's funny because the director of the Marvels literally already started saying that in so many words.
That's why
she was like, look, if y'all don't like this movie, don't blame me because I had a different direction for it. You blame him. Like she said
that already give you the
she basically said blame Kevin Feige without saying blame Kevin Feige.
Gave you the
this Kevin movie.
Going into the movie,
yeah, she basically said this is basically his movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, I man, we'll definitely see. But if you haven't, man, shout out to Mama's Blunts. We was super in the building today, man. You know what I'm saying? Episode 2 of Loki, Tori and Tone, variant 1. Get your spill before we roll out, man.
Shout out to Marvelous Blunts. I was glad to be back up here. I feel like we back on a high, especially since me liking Ahsoka. Oh my God, ended on a high. Now I
gotta binge it.
You gonna trust me? You're gonna enjoy. It's probably one episode you're not gonna like. I'm not gonna tell you what episode it is, but I want you to tell me what episode it is because see if it's the same one. But yeah, Ahsoka.
I didn't finish Mando, so
but Ahsoka definitely ended on a scale that I liked because it could set up for a possible season 2.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm enjoying Loki so far. I can't wait to see if any of our predictions come true. In episode 3, we all pretty much gave different predictions of what's to come in this week's upcoming episode. Will one of us be right, or will all of us be wrong? I don't know, but we shall see.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tori, shout out Mama's Blessed, man. It's always good to come on here, talk some Marvel. Definitely enjoying Loki as stay with everyone for sure. Yeah, man, just ready for basketball season get started, man. It's gonna be some great NBA hoops this year. Looking forward to that. And yeah, man, just keep on rolling, man. I'm super excited for I still feel like Loki is bringing back the wave, but it just needs to keep the momentum and cancel all out. You know, just like Tori said about the Marvel, we don't need a backstory. They got to keep on pushing and let this man use his powers. He has powers. Let him use them.
Mm-hmm.
Let him use them. That's all I asked. Because it makes for a better product. Trust me.
Man,
makes for a better product.
Man, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Tone. Shout out to Tori, man. We were super live in the building. You dig what I'm saying? So, y'all heard our predictions, man. Let us know what y'all thought of Loki episode season 2. You know, season 2, episode 2. Let us know what y'all thought in the comments below. Be back for the live reviews on the 5th episode, the 6th episode, and then we're gonna come back for the Marvels and do a review. You know what I'm saying? We'll do a review for the Marvels because we may have to just put our foot in somebody's ass. You feel what I'm saying? Blame Kevin Feige. So
also, are y'all checking out Werewolf by Night in color? I seen the ad for that. I just had asked.
When is that supposed to come on?
I don't know. I thought it was a part 2. I just seen it when I was trying to watch the movie.
They just releasing it in color.
Yeah, I was like,
when does X-Men 97 come out?
I think next year.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that and What If are coming out next year. That's dope. That's dope. You're gonna have 2 animated shows coming out in the same year, so that's gonna be dope.
We definitely excited for that, man.
Dates around, man. I don't know what. It just when it drop, it drop.
Hashtag.
Timelines are gone. These dates are gone. These writers are gone. These directors are gone.
Everybody getting blipped. Everything getting blipped, man.
Hey, man. Hashtag blame Kevin Feige, man. It's Marvelous Blunts. We super gone. You did.